this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I am your host, Ben. We have a guest today, and as I hurry up and try and get this set up, I'm going to give you guys a little hint of who and maybe why we have our guest here today. I'm trying to get cute here, so bear with me for a second, guys. He's been on before. You might have been wondering what he's been up to. So here's your little hint for everybody. That's all I can play because I keep playing stuff from YouTube and I keep getting dropped or restricted. So hopefully they don't restrict me for 4 seconds worth of audio. But yes, school's out for the summer. Our guest today is going to be JJ. How you doing, JJ?
Good.
Awesome. All right. With school out, are you excited school is out?
Kind of.
All right.
I mean, sure, I probably won't be able to contact any of my friends. I have one of my friends' phone number, but other than that, they're kind of locked away until next year.
No, you don't. No sleepover slumber parties.
Well, I mean, my parents might be planning some, but as far as I know, none.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we're out of school. This is your first official week into summer.
Yeah, basically.
Very cool. So what grade did you just leave?
4th.
Did you like 4th grade?
Yeah, it was all right.
What did you learn in 4th grade?
That school teaches useless facts.
Teaches you useless facts?
No, it taught me, it kind of summarized up division and multiplication from 3rd grade. We learned long division.
All right, so we're hitting the maths a little bit harder. Some long division.
Ooh, fractions was the main focus of this year.
Did you like fractions?
Mortal enemies, but yes.
Huh?
They were my mortal enemy.
A lot of people don't like fractions. For whatever reason, I think I always did well with math in fractions because I'm a very visual person. So when I see fractions, I see pies cut up into 58s or 58 pennies in hands and kind of just switching from one hand to the other.
We were kind of focusing on money for a hot minute. And now we're kind of we ended the school year by focusing on decimals.
Okay.
And then in math, we finished the school year by making math board games with the basic summary of whatever we've learned.
Okay. So like the decimals, like how to add multiple decimals into the tenths, hundredths, thousandths places?
No, we just learned how to convert fractions to decimals.
Okay. All right, very cool.
In ELA, we were... what were we doing? I mean, we're kind of just... I think one of the big focuses was... third person, like second person, third person, like point of views.
Okay.
And by the end of the school year, by wrapping it up, we read my favorite book of all time, Wonder.
And what is Wonder about?
Wonder's about a kid named August Pullman who has some facial problems. He's deformed. And he's had I think 12 surgeries and is only 10.
Okay.
So poor guy's been through a lot, and now he's starting 5th grade because he's never actually been to a real school until now, and he makes friends, loses friends, has bullies.
Right.
You know.
The normal kid stuff.
Yep.
But why is it your favorite book?
I just really like the concept of it, I remember one good line from the movie that I think kind of summarizes the book is, don't try to blend in if you're born to stand out.
I like that. You know what that means?
Don't try to be normal if you're not normal.
Right. If you're special, be special. Stay special.
Yeah.
I like it.
And sometimes on the cover of books, they'll have book ratings on it, New York Times best-selling series says this about this book, and on the title it said a story of quiet transformation.
Very cool.
And I thought that fit it pretty well.
Do you also like it that it is of a 5th grader and that you're going to be a 5th grader, so you can kind of Do you relate? No, I mean, you don't relate because of the facial stuff, but being different and then just being okay being a little bit different or weirder or quirky.
I mean, I never really noticed that I was about to go into 5th grade and he was in 5th grade. I mean, I guess I didn't think of it because I'm the youngest and shortest in my grade.
Okay.
Because basically I should be in 3rd grade, but I'm like doing like a walk-up grade.
Okay.
So youngest and shortest. I'm 9, and like everybody else in the grade except for me is 10. I'm the only 9-year-old.
Well, hey, but you're holding up with them. So like, what's nice is that you're getting all of the work and you're understanding everything. So clearly, you're supposed to be there.
Yeah, and I think my grades say that like I'm actually kind of above a normal 4th grader standards because, like I have all A's and B's. Actually, the last day at school they sent home like a package of work, and in it there was a principal's list, which meant you got straight A's this quarter.
Oh, very cool.
So I technically got straight A's. Power School was just not updated.
That is awesome. I've never been a straight A student.
And like I'm not sure what an RI means, but Dad is really proud that my RI is 1,121. Which I'm assuming is a lot.
Let's see. Let's Google it real quick. While I Google that real quick, what other school things have you been doing? What other classes did you have? What did we learn in history?
It's technically called social studies nowadays.
Yes.
Social studies, since we had a European Spanish teacher teaching social studies. Mm-hmm. She also taught science and Spanish. We learned about the European explorers for a good chunk of the school year, and then the Spain explorers, and then the Portuguese explorers, and whoever the heck like the French explorers were, and the Mexico explorers, and the American explorers, and I could go on. But we also learned about like the native tribes to America. Okay. Like them.
So a lot of like old timey America before it became America.
Yeah. That was about it. We had like specials and like PE for the last week of school on PE. We always do these things called the derby races to honor a janitor here.
Oh, very cool.
That was like a rodeo racer, I guess.
Okay.
And they're pretty fun. I got into like in one of them. I got into the round before the semifinals.
Okay.
Cool. That's when I lost because one of the rules is that if you fling your hula hoop forward, it's an automatic disqualification. Mm-hmm. And I lost grip and I accidentally let it fly forward. Like it was hardly noticeable, but I mean it's still you could still see it go forward.
All right.
And I have too much integrity, as they call it in Taekwondo.
I don't mean to laugh at you, man. Because like you have integrity, but depending like what was it yesterday? You kept trying to like find little sneaky ways to cheat the rules. So like it's
I honestly didn't notice them.
Integrity where it counts, but when you're playing a game and you don't want to get a squirt gun in the face, you gotta come up with your own rules.
I honestly didn't realize that I was like waist down. Otherwise, I probably would have not said that.
That's so funny.
I mean, I don't want to be blasted in the eye.
Right? Nobody does. That's survival. I like it. Oh, that's so funny. Integrity, but you still got your instincts, which is good. You need those.
Let's see.
So we're leaving 4th grade, and you'll see most of your friends again next year. Same school, right?
Like I doubt most of them will leave.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'm sure I know a couple of people that won't be sad if they leave.
Okay. All right. Do you know who your teacher is going to be? You don't have to say her name, but you know who your teacher is going to be next year?
Nope. It's because technically they haven't found a Spanish teacher for 5th grade.
Okay. They
have 2 months to look for one over summer break, with like the most amount of free time ever. So I'm pretty sure they'll get one for next year.
Okay.
Unless like all of them are just really bad. I was kind of disappointed that Dr. Corso wouldn't like carry over because like She was definitely strict sometimes, but my parents always say that we're glad to have her because she has a doctorate degree in education, which is high, I guess.
And I guess and strict isn't always bad. It's we'll get into your taekwondo, but it's all about discipline. So sometimes strict it's a perspective type thing, right? Where you think they're strict, but it's as long as it's coming from a good place, like your mom and dad says.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot for a second. Top 2 favorite moments of 4th grade.
This is a hard one.
One favorite moment of 4th grade.
Okay, just one.
Win spelling bees.
No.
You win any awards?
No.
In school? Get picked first for kickball?
We don't like it. Wait.
A test that you got an A on that you didn't think you were going to get an A on?
I guess just finding out I got all A's this quarter was pretty exciting in 4th grade.
Very cool.
Technically, I found out at the beginning of summer break.
Okay.
Because, in my opinion, summer break starts like the minute the bell rings on the last.
Oh no,
day
for
of school.
sure, 100%. I remember those days. As soon as it rang, you just like it starts from there.
Yep. So technically, I found out on summer, but. Yeah.
All right. So we're 3 days into your summer break. What are your plans this summer?
I have a couple of camps going on.
Okay. Let's go with the first one.
First one, which is actually next week.
Okay.
Wait.
Ish.
Today's Monday. So yeah, next week.
Okay.
Is Camp Skyway.
Okay.
I've been there before, and it is like super fun.
That's the one you went to last year, right?
Yeah.
And you did the archery up there?
I was 8, so I automatically was not old enough, even though I did archery when I was 6.
Okay. All right. So what do we do at this camp? This is a sleepover camp, right?
For a whole week, yes. So basically, there are all fun activities. Like there's canoeing, archery, slingshotting, horseback riding, hiking, and like there's the mess hall, which is my favorite time of the day. It's like the mess hall is where they serve dinner and lunch and breakfast. But the reason I love it so much is because they don't just have like normal camp food like beans and whatever we can find out of the dumpster.
Right.
I remember one day they actually had pizza.
Okay.
One day they had, I think pretty sure they actually served ice cream one day.
Okay.
And they've just always had good food.
All right, so they got a decent menu.
The worst food I had there was the quesadilla, which I didn't bother to touch because I don't like cheese.
Okay.
I mean, that's wrong. I do love cheese. I love pizza. I love goldfish. I love Cheez-Its.
You just don't like...
I don't like a specific kind of cheese. I haven't really figured out what it is yet. Anyways.
Get you into some of that. Like, Grandma's sitting with us today. Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
We went you were probably too young to remember it, but we took a trip to this little restaurant that basically specialized in cheese platters. And we went there and they have 100 different, we'll call it 50 different cheeses from everywhere. And then they have like some information about how it's made, like the temperature it's stored in and kind of like some of those things. There are some weird cheeses out there, man. So
like green moldy cheese.
I will eat a green moldy cheese. It is crazy.
My mom said that you're like a fan of like blue cheese. Is that true?
I love blue cheese, goat cheese, brie. I really like a good brie. It's a stinkier, soft cheese, but I like it. So all those activities, do you have to sign up for them while you're there to go shoot wrist rockets and horseback riding?
I think for a couple, like you have to get permission from your parent, like horseback riding.
Right.
And there are a couple kids that parents said no. So
are you going to horseback ride? Is there any activity that you don't want to do or nervous about considering doing? The AC. Whitewater rafting, skydiving, bungee jumping.
Gee, I wish that was there.
Would you seriously bungee jump?
I would if I could. I also would if I knew what that was.
You're the best, dude. I love 9, 10. That whole age, I love it. That's my favorite. You're the coolest. Bungee jumping is where you stand on top of something very high, typically a bridge, and they tie a very large, sturdy rubber band to you, and you jump off, and then you bounce up and down.
Oh, yeah.
Are you afraid of heights?
Yeah, kind of.
Then there was no way you were going to jump out or off of anything. Yeah. That's so funny. He's like, scratch that, take that out, that Uncle Ben. Like, oh, I love it.
Cut.
Let's see what.
For real though, what am I kind of nervous for? I guess maybe I don't know if it's not really an activity, but like on who's going to be in my cabin with me.
Okay.
Like if they're nice or not. I know that my mom, like I made 2 friends from last year, and my mom like still has like connection with one of them. So she asked like that one's mom, like, could we try and do like the same week? And we did.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, we'll see how that works.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure no.
What activity are you excited for the most?
The most? I want to say archery, but if they don't let us do that, then probably slingshotting.
Okay.
Although I suck at it. It's like if I aim for that TV, I'm going to end up hitting that nose. Or that gnome on the nose.
Oh, that's not so bad. No, it's all practice.
Y'all can't see it, is it?
I bought a slingshot, a wrist rocket, years ago when we went camping. Where did we go? We went with Brian and his family north, and we were running around. We camped out there for like 3 days. So, all right, some slingshots, some archery. You want to shoot some projectiles, yeah?
Yeah. I'd say so.
All right. You guys do any kind of cool, like, you have the big activities, like your day activities, but do you guys have any games, campfire stories?
We will sometimes sit around like a campfire and make s'mores. We don't really tell stories. I remember they put like this like bear like on like what looked like a lifeguard chair.
Yeah.
Just to make sure none of us get burned. Yeah, I remember on the last day there, like basically we left on like Saturday, I think. So Saturday morning, everybody was, packing up and like getting out to the parking lot waiting for their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the night before that, like the last night, we sat around a campfire and then we stood up and then we said songs that I never knew.
Uh-huh.
And I noticed some of my friends got a little teary-eyed because, it was sad because we made friends for a week and now we're just probably never going to see each other again.
Oh, exchange phone numbers or addresses and have a little pen pal.
That's what I said.
There's never forever.
Yeah.
You can always find them again. All right, so we got one camp.
That's one camp.
What's the next camp?
The next camp is for my martial arts place.
Okay, because you are currently doing Taekwondo?
Yes. I'm not sure which one comes first, but I'm pretty sure the one that comes first is Nerf Gun Week.
Okay, Nerf Gun.
So basically it's not like a sleepover. It's like a 4 hours there a day. Well, we're gonna train Nerf gun accuracy. We're gonna have big battles and other stuff.
Which you're actually really super excited for, aren't you?
Yeah.
You have a thing for guns, and you want to just run around and play war games.
Like I don't know if we're gonna talk about it this podcast, but like I made an update to Yellowstone where he now has an arm cannon. So.
Well, we're looking into it. We're trying to figure out a subtle way to kind of introduce an arm cannon to Yellowstone.
Yeah, it can't just be like some guy running around like, hey, look what I got.
Right.
But anyways, that's gonna be fun. And then
let's talk about Taekwondo for a second.
Okay.
Are you any good at it? Like, you probably don't win any awards, right?
I do.
Oh, all right. Tell me about some of these awards.
So the most recent one was at the Defense Combine.
Okay.
It's basically like, in Taekwondo, we're training for like sparring and tournaments and testing, right?
Right.
And occasionally we'll go over some self-defense stuff, but none too much. So the Defense Combine was like a separate course that they made to like act like you're in a real self-defense situation. They put up like bags that you have to tackle.
Okay.
They put up boards you have to break. One of the most key parts was this thing called the break fall, which you learn. It's basically like if someone pushes you over, of course you never want to fall down, but if you do, break fall helps you stand up quickly without like exposing your back or any vital places.
Okay. All right. So, because in a fight, you might get knocked down, but you got to be able to get back up again.
Yeah.
Safely, easily, quickly.
Like the ideal thing is if someone pushes you, like if you're standing, like normal, you don't go around the world like in a fighting stance, like ready to get someone. But if you're just in a normal stance, like with your legs together, the ideal thing is to put your right leg back into a sparring or power stance, and then like counterattack or whatever.
So how did you do in this this Defense Combine?
So basically, they timed you to go through the course, and at the end, there was like an instructor dressed up as like a big red guy who, like, no matter how hard you hit, he won't feel a thing.
Okay.
So we got to beat that up, and then at the end of the course, like the instructor yelled time, and then you go to the back of the line and wait for your second turn, and it was the shortest time that did it correctly.
Okay.
To finish first.
Okay.
And I got second place.
Very cool. What was your time? Do you remember?
26 seconds, point something milliseconds.
And then who beat you?
A kid named AJ, and I'm pretty sure she said that it was actually a difference between half a second.
Oh.
So he beat me like by half a second.
All right. Very cool. So that was one award.
Last cycle, as we call them.
Okay.
I went to a tournament and got 3 medals, which is the max amount of medals. There's sparring.
You were so good. They're like, we have to cut this guy off. You go and hold 3. What'd you get him for?
We got the categories were sparring, form, which is like a cool thingy that we do, and then board breaking.
Board breaking. How many boards did you break?
3 out of the 4. If you miss one, then oh well.
Were they one at a time and then different thicknesses?
It was like the second easiest level, which is green, because white is just for the tiger cubs. But green is pretty decent.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's not like the strongest thing in the world, but then again, like, not just like a tap will break it.
Right. Okay.
So you kind of have to put some effort into it, but not too much.
So did you not break the 4th one because it was too strong, or you just you just messed up a little bit on your form, or you missed it, or
like if I know y'all can't see this, but like if like the board was like this, the center is right here, and that's where you ideally want to hit.
Right.
I technically hit the board, but up here.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't technically break.
Okay. Oh, that was okay. But you hit.
I still got a silver.
Good effort. Medal, silver, got it.
And I got a silver, a bronze for sparring, and another silver for forms.
That is super cool.
And then I think those are all the awards I've gotten.
All right. So you're big into the Taekwondo. You're going to keep doing it for all the way through school, into junior high, into high school?
Right. It's hard to say, because maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Okay. But right now you like it. You learn some disciplines. You go a lot. You go like 5 days a week almost.
Yeah, they're actually 5 days a week classes.
Yeah.
They're only 5. I try to go as every one I can, but like, sometimes I do something that like makes me miss out, or sometimes I'm just like, I can't do it. So yeah. Oh, and one in between the Defense Combine and the tournament was when I got my new belt. I had a special stripe on it called Beast Mode. And Beast Mode basically means that, like, I was, like, really pushing myself and stuff. Like, I was doing, like, my push-ups deeper, like, my sit-ups stronger, I guess.
All right. So you didn't phone it in. You were pushing it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep that stripe.
All right.
But, I mean...
Oh, that's a really cool stripe.
Tons of
Beast Mode stripe. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. And what is your last camp?
Bow staff week.
Bow staff. What is a bow staff?
Bow staff is like a stick of core, and you swing it around, like if you've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the purple guy.
Donatello has a bow staff.
Purple guy.
So it's not just a stick. It's a large, straight staff that is used for. Typically, you see people doing like different flares and twirling.
Yeah.
I don't want to say twirling, but I think it's kind of like a twirling. So you're gonna learn that?
Yeah, basically.
Have you ever played with a bow staff?
I mean, I have one at my house from my old Taekwondo thing.
And have you practiced or used it at all?
Yeah, every once in a while.
For real?
So not really.
All right.
I mean, I might if me and my dad are like playing in my room, I might like use it like as like a weapon or something.
So, but this one was going to teach you how to twirl it. Probably left to right, up and just kind of around.
Yeah.
How long? Okay. Do you get a new bow staff when you go there?
I think you have the option to buy a bow staff from Tiger Rock, but I'm not sure my parents will do it since I technically have one at home.
Okay. All right. So we got 2 taekwondos. We got some fun activities, summer camps. That's awesome. You got anything outside of summer camp that you want to do?
Maybe like go to the water park once or twice.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
You're gonna ask me like what I'm excited for, like for 5th grade. So I have a couple of answers.
Yes, but we're starting from the end of 4th and timelining through the summer, and we don't get to 5th grade until we're after the summer.
Got it. Okay.
Let's see. So we want to go swimming. A couple of swim parks.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. What else? Any movies or anything coming out that you're excited for?
I mean, Harkins Theaters is doing this thing where like they're having summer movies.
Harkins might be the 8 for 8, I think. They play a different movie every week.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, very cool. I like that.
Maybe go to the ones I might want to go to. Like, there's one movie that just came out that I kind of want to see. Like, it's called If, I think.
Yes, my mom wants to go see that movie. Like, she was like, I saw her today for breakfast, and she's like, my mom likes movies, and I can't think of the last time she went to a movie. It might have been Red Dragon 100 years ago when I took her. But I think she might have went to one more somewhere. I mean, to be fair, Red Dragon was almost 20 years ago now, I think. But yeah, she was super excited for that one. She wrote it down in her Whimsy notebook. It probably wasn't in her Whimsy notebook. It was in her other notebook. But all right. What is If about?
If I think.
What does If stand for in this particular movie?
Pretty sure it stands for imaginary friend.
Yes.
And I think it's like they're like dying because like kids are stop believing in friends because they're growing up.
Right.
And then, I mean, I don't know the outcome of the story, but I imagine it ends with like the bloomers getting born.
Okay.
When there's like a giant rise of babies.
All right. Nikki, if you listen to this, you should have him watch Drop Dead Fred. I don't know if you were big into that movie. I think me and Rhiannon were.
Drop Dead Fred?
Yep. It's about a girl who had an imaginary friend, Drop Dead Fred. And then as she grew up, he disappeared, and then something happened, and he comes back because it's interesting. I don't even know if it's appropriate for you. I don't think it's not PG-13. Hold on, everybody. I just had to throw in my old timey movie, Drop Dead Fred, 91. Yeah, it's PG-13, so you can't see it yet.
I've watched PG-13 movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're a rebel. How old are you?
9.
You gotta think about it too. You can't be watching PG-13 movies. Well, I might have to cut that out. What if the podcast police come after me?
Somehow don't think that the FBI will be kicking down your door.
Well, not the FBI, but the podcast police. Not the PPs.
PPs.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else exciting for summer? You read a lot. What are you reading right now? I saw you with the book yesterday.
Oh, I mean, I kind of just finished my main book, which was like these Avatar spin-offs. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I've been watching Avatar and I've
The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Do you like it?
Yes, I love it.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah, it's my new favorite show.
It is. Oh, it's so. I was going to ask you yesterday. I completely forgot about it. Oh, really good. I love it. Are you finished it or?
Oh yeah, I finished it. I was blown away on how long the last episode was.
Dude, that last fight was like 19 minutes long.
And like all it was just people throwing fire blasts at each other. No, still cool. Because Avatar is always cool.
That is awesome. What's your favorite Avatar moment?
The part where he ran over the cabbages.
The cabbage. That is the funniest thing. I love the cabbage guy.
I recently started watching like this. I don't want to say spin-off because it takes place after Avatar.
It's Korra?
Yeah, Legend of Korra. I haven't finished it yet. I've just finished season 1.
So, I wanted you to watch Avatar because you mentioned earlier that you were looking at restructuring Yellowstone a little bit. You want to try to create like an arm cannon or something.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of I gave you a bunch of examples. We met and we talked for like almost an hour that day, right?
Yeah, and then my computer kept crashing.
Yeah. But when you get into Korra, you'll start to see how they incorporate technology into like a
golden times.
Yeah, like a feudal Japan meets like technology, and you get to start to see some of that. So
yeah.
So, that is super cool. I'm super happy that you liked Avatar.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character in Avatar? Katara?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Toph, man.
Toph was pretty cool.
Toph was funny. I love Toph.
She was one of those characters. I don't know if she. I'm not sure which is which. Like, I don't know if she was mean on purpose or she was just being honest and didn't realize she was being mean. I'm sure it's probably the first one, but.
No, I don't think she was mean just to be mean, but I definitely think she was sarcastic. Mm-hmm. It was. Oh, that's such a good show. I love it.
I like it. I thought in my brain it was kind of funny how it's like the minute the show ended, I just started with the shippings and stuff.
All right, and those are the books that you've been reading.
Yeah.
How many books are there?
Yes.
There
are a couple. Like there are different books. Like I finished North and South, which is like a tale about like Sokka and Katara returning home.
The water tribes.
Yeah,
right?
And then there was The Rift, which is the one I'm reading right now, which I also finished.
Okay.
It was like about Toph and Aang. Mm-hmm. And then there was The Promise with Zuko and Aang. And then there was The Search with the whole gang. Then there was Smoke and Shadow with Zuko and his girlfriend.
Okay.
Whatever her name was.
Zuko. You like Zuko?
He's good.
All right. Next year, rewatch it again. Zuko has the best character arc of just about anybody you can watch across any movie, TV show, or book.
What does that mean?
Means he was such a bad guy, and like his journey through Avatar of being like, I have to find the Avatar, and then how he helps the Avatar, and then he's like, I no longer like my dad, I want to help the Avatar, and then like where he ends up versus where he started from it's super good. So that's 2 shows that I recommended that you totally love.
Wait, which other one did you?
Gravity Falls.
I
remember earlier I was like Avatar the Last Airbender, and you're always like meh.
And remember, you literally kept track of the day when the day I didn't like Avatar.
Right.
And now, favorite show of all time.
It's interesting, and kind of like when we talked to you, God, a while ago, and I think we were still in the single digit episodes. Avatar is a fantastic show. It's weird with cartoons because like Avatar is a fantastic story, right? Like there's so much stuff going on, and it's weird that it's a cartoon. So there's like so many, like my mom will never watch Avatar, but it's still such a really cool and fun story.
You know, I think the reason I like Avatar is it captures like a couple of elements that I think a show needs. Action, romance. There are more that I could probably think of if I actually had more than one brain cell. But yeah.
That's so cool. I'm glad you liked Avatar. You should. Korra is a little bit different, but
Korra's cool.
Korra is cool. It like story-wise, it's not as good as Avatar, but like there are moments where it's definitely pretty good. I like it.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've always, you know, since the minute I realized that Korra and Aang were both avatars, I wonder who would win in a fight. I mean, Korra hasn't technically mastered all of her 4 elements yet, but once she does, I want her and Aang to face off and see who's better. Because honestly, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Who do you think would win?
I gotta say, Korra was indeed very powerful, but I have a feeling that Aang's probably more powerful.
Now, what's interesting is Korra grew up knowing she was the Avatar. So when we see Korra, she's like, what, teenager?
I mean,
probably.
Technically, the first time we see her, she's still like 5 years old.
Not so literal, but the show starts with her as a teenager.
Yeah, basically.
So she's been practicing all of the elements for 15 years.
Yeah.
Aang realized he was the Avatar day 1 and then runs away.
And then he trapped an iceberg for 100 years.
Right.
But he technically did end up learning the elements, and I'm pretty sure they said like in their show at least once like
he's definitely the best Avatar of all time.
Yes, but and you know Korra, I haven't watched the full show yet, so I don't know if she ends up being better, but I doubt it. Don't tell me.
I don't know. It's not necessarily the. It would be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, when you watch shows like that, you got to see who's the better. But I think they all have their benefits, and I think that's what Avatar tells you is through each generation with each different element that you possess. You know, they all have their pluses.
Yeah.
What was your favorite bending? If you could have any bending from Avatar, which bending would you want?
Easily water.
Why?
Because you could. Because there are water in a lot of things that you might not expect, like blood.
I would have put $100 that you would have said fire.
I mean, you can blood bend, you can control. I mean, depending on how good you are, you can literally just grab water out of thin air. You can control the clouds. You could do a lot of things with water. You could almost make lightning with water, because I'm pretty sure lightning is formed like if like 2 water thingies collide together fast.
No, because the firebenders shoot lightning. That was Zuko's whole thing with the lightning.
No, that was Azula's thing.
Yes, but he learned how to redirect it.
Oh yeah, I think Azula was the main user of lightning. I think.
Yeah. She had the blue lightning, right?
Yeah.
Or the blue flame. Sorry.
And you know, like one of the swamp people can control like a gigantic vine monster.
Yeah. Also, I like it. They bring in a bunch more bending in Korra.
Yeah.
Like a grip of bending. All right, that's so cool. Did you talk to your dad about Naruto?
You said he didn't love it like you said he would, but
he likes it.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about Naruto. I might watch it. I don't know. Too busy with.
Well, I don't. I think Naruto is like Avatar, but is like 100 times longer. Like there's so many episodes. It's crazy.
Isn't there like 1,000, or is that One Piece?
One Piece has 1,000, but there's still a lot. There's a lot out there. All right. Oh, that's super cool. I'm glad that you liked Avatar. I'll find something else for you.
Mm-hmm. I'll try Over the Garden Wall, since everything you suggested to me. Over
the Garden Wall, you love that one. That was. It's different and weird, but it's a cool little story. Mm-hmm. It's fun. All right. Now that we're out of the summer, we're getting ready to start school. Do you like going school supply shopping?
It's the worst time of summer. It just reminds me of how close. It just reminds me of how close that school is starting. Like, I know my mom loves shopping.
Oh, she does.
But it just reminds me of my precious summer break that I've enjoyed for so long is now over, and I have to go back to school.
But what are you doing during the summer that you can't do during school time, other than the 3 camps?
I can't video game. I can only video game on weekends, and technically, summer break is a two-month long weekend.
Of
I
just
can't go
video
to the
gaming?
water park. I can't go to the water park. I can't go to camps.
All right, fair enough.
So basically all of it.
All right. Do you like going back to school clothes shopping? Do you like to go clothes shopping at all?
Villain.
Do you get a haircut before you go back to school?
I mean, last year I don't think I did.
All right.
Depends on how my hair looks and how crazy mom's acting.
Side note, completely off topic ish. Do you miss your long hair?
Not really. I could barely see with that thing.
You had it for like what, 2 years?
Yeah.
3 years? 2 years.
It kept covering my eyes, which I remember was really annoying.
It is annoying.
And when in the summer, it kept like trapping heat, so my head would get like really overheated, and I had to keep drinking water, which took a lot of time.
You're the best, dude. I love you. You're awesome. All right. We got your school supplies. We got your new haircut. We got your new clothes. He's rolling away. He's like, don't say that. Day one of school. What are you excited for?
Band.
Oh, that was a quick answer. So before 5th grade, you didn't have band?
There was no band option for fourth grade or third grade or second.
So this is the first time you get the option.
Or preschool. Yeah.
Why are you excited for band?
Because, well, I'm joining it.
Yeah, but that was a quick yes. Like that was you want to go outside and shoot the BB gun? That would be a hard yes. Band was a hard band. You're like, I want some band.
Yeah.
You gonna play anything?
Yes.
What do you want to play?
Well, what do you think I would play? What do you think I would do if I was not playing anything?
Well, they have like, I don't know. Maybe you just go for musical appreciation. Maybe you're just like, I want to go to band and learn how to read music. You could be one of those guys. I just want to compose. I'd be a composer if I could. I can't play, but I would.
You're acting like you're sad that you're a podcaster.
No, I love, dude. This podcasting thing is the coolest thing in the world right now.
I'm playing the trombone.
So when you become like a professional trombone player and you're playing at like Lincoln Center in New York, we get this recording that says this is the moment the guy said he was going to be a professional trombone player.
I technically never said that, but okay.
Yeah, well, we could put it in post.
Good luck with that.
Trombone. Why the trombone?
Well, I just really like that instrument going into the band petting zoo, as they called it.
Okay. So they had a petting zoo. So you got to go look at all the instruments
and like kind of play them. It was between euphonium, like a tuba looking thing,
okay.
But music is like very offended if you confuse the two.
Right.
And the trombone. Both I got 5-star reviews on, but the only reason I picked trombone over euphonium was because like I was literally leaned back while doing the euphonium, and I know that cases weigh as much as the instrument itself, so there's no way I'm going to be able to carry all that.
Why not, man? That's extra taekwondo practice, man. You ever watch? To be fair, I know you've never. But you get all these old like kung fu movies where the guy has to carry all the water buckets on his shoulder up 100,000 stairs. It's a workout, man. You start.
I hate to break it to you, but life's not a Kung Fu Panda movie.
No, but you can learn some stuff from a Kung Fu movie.
But the whatever they're called, the puma, what are they called? Pandas?
Yeah.
That they like them dumplings.
Nah.
That's all I learned.
For now, but you're getting there. You learn some stuff from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse ish. You like that movie, right?
Yeah. It's all right.
You're awesome. All right. So you're gonna play trombone. Do they rent you one?
Yeah, my parents rented me one. Okay. I'm gonna get it on the first day of school.
All right. So taekwondo, trombone. You can invite me to your concerts, your recitals.
We don't have any planned yet.
Well, when you do get them.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So why do you go with like a blowy instrument and not a string instrument?
Well, first of all, because that wasn't available in 5th grade band.
They don't have a piano?
No.
No guitar,
Well,
cello.
Technically, they no, they don't. They don't.
No bass.
No.
Boom, 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 boom.
Percussion, guitars.
It's a string.
Guitars are basically strings. I think we don't have in our band. Like
No violin. What kind of band doesn't have a violin?
I don't know. I'm 5th grade is the first year you can start band. So why you're asking like I've been here forever?
No, but to be fair, I'm just curious what your decision is of why you pick a blowy versus like a string, because like
percussion wasn't available. Otherwise, I totally picked that.
Which is
they have like drums and
right?
The thing that starts with an X that nobody knows how to pronounce.
But are you interested in if there were any instrument available? Would you be interested in them?
I think I'd still pick trombone.
Okay, that's all I was trying to get at. I was just curious because my dad plays trumpet, bugle, French horn, oboe, clarinet, maybe.
No, I suck at clarinet.
So those are blowy, but those are more reed blowy versus regular blowy. And whoever's listening to this, and I'm super sorry, I don't know enough about music. They're blowy instruments and plucky instruments. I'm sorry.
See, there's woodwinds.
Yes. Okay.
Stringy. I think it's actually called like string instruments.
Yeah. Because I like, if I was going to pick one.
You should pick boom boom drum.
No. I can't handle that. I can't. No, piano or violin. 2 best sounds in the entire orchestra. 2 best sounds. I mean, the trombone's a pretty good sound too, but I'm gonna get you interested in the violin. Meh. Do you listen to any orchestra type music?
Nope.
No classical music?
No.
Why not?
Because trombone's not in an orchestra.
They got horns in the orchestras. Yeah, we can still appreciate music of a classical nature. Not to be fair, most people don't like classical. I love classical. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Some good stuff, man. You ever listen to music with just instrumentals, like no song, no words?
Not really.
Do you listen to music?
Yes.
What do you listen to?
Not really.
It looks like you're fading, man. It looks like you're like, I don't want to talk about this anymore, and I know you don't, but I'm going to keep you going.
No, it's just there's something weird on your computer that keeps popping up.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see it.
So like at the bottom. Whatever.
Oh, it's this thing here?
It's like bouncing almost.
Yeah, because it's in the background, so it's like, don't forget me. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. What were you asking?
What else are you excited for 5th grade?
Maybe seeing my friends again?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not super excited for 5th grade.
Why not? 5th grade school? Man, you're so 9. I get it.
Like just a second ago, you're saying how 9 and 10 are the best years of my life, and now you're just saying, man, you're 9.
No, there's an innocence to a 9-10 and an honesty that comes with it that is like weirdly like refreshing. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. You know, listen back to these episodes and you're like, I can't believe I was like that. Can't believe I said that. I love the violin. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you said you had a couple more things. You had a couple things for 5th grade. What else do you got? What else are you interested for?
Friends, maybe meeting new teachers.
Okay. Are you what are you're gonna push for straight A's? You're gonna hit the honor roll again? Principals list?
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure I'm not one of those kids that gets C's very often.
All right. Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure the only C I got this quarter was in band because I was really bad at trumpet.
But you're gonna get better?
Yeah. I'm trying.
Trumpet has the spit valve, right? I think so.
Well, technically, I can't really try it because once I pick my instrument, like, that's it. I can't. I can't switch back.
You told him to come talk to me. You should have him watch Mr. Holland's Opus, because I think that was one of the moments. I appreciate the movie and enjoyed the movie, and I think it was part of the reason why when I found classical music in my 20s, why I appreciated. Yes, I do. I liked it. You like Mr. Holland's Opus. Might be a little. Some of the themes might be a little out there for you, but I think you can still grasp the importance of it.
Now, I have a totally unrelated question.
Let's do it.
Can you pause this podcast? Like, can you pause whatever you're using?
I mean, technically, I probably could.
Okay.
Is that it?
I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, so just wondering. I can wait.
Well, we're almost at an hour. We're almost done.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
All right.
Just cut that part out.
I might just leave it in. You'll never know.
Okay. All right.
Oh, what time is it though? Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Okay.
Oh, but to be fair, I think we're done almost because we're in 5th grade. We got some of the things that you're excited for.
Wait, what's the time?
11:10.
Hey, Grandma. What time are my parents kicking me out?
Noonish, 1ish.
Okay.
Have you talked to her? Okay. Hi, Rhiannon or Nikki. I'm getting my names all mixed up today. All right. You got anything you want to add before we end this?
Not really.
All right. We're definitely going to have you back on semi-regularly. I have a project that I'm working on.
Is that Gravity Falls things that we never did?
It's a lot of work, dude.
Why don't you just do an Avatar rewatch?
No, because there's more episodes of Avatar. No, we talked a little bit about it. We could do something with it. With Gravity Falls, I think maybe we just do our favorite parts. Like, I don't know. We can do. I don't know if it's gonna be like a full rewatch like we originally planned it, but we can do a Gravity Falls episode. Give you some updates. Let you go through each season. Let me know what your favorite parts were.
Okay.
Talk. I might need some help from you because you've been working on code breaking. You have code tricks, how to ciphers.
Kind of. I've been doing the app bash wrong. All I've been doing is putting just spelling the letters backwards. I didn't realize you're actually supposed to put the letters backwards. I just put the word backwards.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Now it's easier, I guess.
Yeah, I got a project I'm going to ask Nikki about and see if she'll jump in which I will be talking to you regularly once a month. But all right, well, that's all I got. I thank you guys for hanging out. JJ, thank you for hanging out. Grandma, thank you for bringing them over.
Can I say Whimsy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whimsy.